सारा दिन धंधा दौड़ी करते हो, फिर काहे के लिए? हाँ, करते हो ना। तो जैसे वो भी सब कुछ करने का होता ही है, तो ये भी पुरुषार्थ है। जिसी पुरुषार्थ में अच्छी तरह से अपना अटेंशन देते और अपने को आगे बढ़ाना चाहिए, क्योंकि अभी बाप मिला है। इतना समय भक्ति मार्ग में तो मनुष्यों के द्वारा भक्ति करते कराते चलता आया। अभी स्वयं परम पिता परमात्मा आकर कर करके अभी ये सिखा रहा है। वो हम उनका सीखा हुआ अभी करते हैं, तो उनके सिखाए हुए में से तो हमारा गफलत नहीं होनी चाहिए ना। उसके सिखाए हुए में गफलत का तो नुकसान है, क्योंकि डायरेक्ट शिक्षा दे रहे हैं ना। तो अभी हम उसके डायरेक्ट सन्मुख वो हमारे हुए हैं, हम उसके अभी सन्मुख होकर करके बाप से अपना बाप का, टीचर का, सतगुरु का ले रहे हैं। तो कोई मनुष्य की तो नहीं ना, मनुष्य के साथ हमारी कोई गफलत चल भी जाए, लेकिन ये है अभी डायरेक्ट स्वयं परम पिता परमात्मा, तो उसके साथ तो हमारा बहुत अटेंशन होना चाहिए, और उसी अटेंशन से हम उससे अपना सौभाग्य पा सकेंगे। और चांस भी अभी है, देखते हैं कि बाप कहता है मैं आता भी हूँ तो वृद्ध तन में आता हूँ। देखो संस्कार कितने बहुत जन्मों के पुराने हैं, कड़े हैं, तो उसी सभी बातों के ऊपर भी अपना पूरा अटेंशन होना चाहिए। ये भी तो बहुत बारी समझाया हुआ है कि कोई भी कर्म करते हो, संभलना कर्म को है। भले कोई संकल्प विकल्प माया के तूफान आएंगे, परंतु उनकी इतनी परवाह नहीं है जितनी कर्म की है। कोई कर्म अगर उल्टा हो गया, रॉन्ग एक्शन हुआ, तो एक्शन का बनता है, बुरे का चाहे अच्छे का। लेकिन मन से कोई संकल्प हुआ या कोई स्वप्न उल्टा आया या कोई भी ऐसी बातें, तो वो तो मन की हो गई नहीं, तो उनका इतना नहीं है। हाँ, वो भी छूटेगी तभी जब जितना जितना तुम्हारे एक्शंस राइटियस होते जाएंगे, तो फिर जो ये संकल्प आदि उल्टे सब है, फिर वो भी राइटियस होते जाएंगे, क्योंकि वो ज्ञान की पराकाष्ठा और योग की पराकाष्ठा जितनी बढ़ती जाएंगी ना, तो उनका प्रभाव वो माइंड के ऊपर, फिर वो भी स्टेजम होती जाएंगी।
कैसे करें हम शुक्रिया मम्मा तेरे उपकार का, प्यार देकर अर्थ समझाया है सच्चे प्यार का। कैसे करें हम शुक्रिया मम्मा तेरे उपकार का।
Om Shanti. Be a karma yogi, an avyakt angel. While staying in the world of angels, come into this physical world to perform actions. As soon as you have performed your actions, be a karma yogi and then become an angel. Continue to practice this. Always have the awareness, I am an avyakt angel who stays in the world of angels. I am not a resident of the earth, but a resident of up above. An angel means one who stays beyond the world of vices, that is, beyond vicious vision and attitude. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 19. Be a karma yogi. Today's topic, an avyakt the angel. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. I think we need to ask ourselves this question of how much I practice creating the awareness of being an angel. I can definitely say for myself, you need more practice. Yeah, we are paying a lot of attention to be a karma yogi, and what Baba is saying in the Murli that after being a karma yogi, you become angel because your actions have to be elevated first. It's not you say I am angel and your actions are ordinary. So when your actions are elevated actions, and from there you go little higher and elevated. So are you all satisfied with the practice of creating the awareness of being angel? Let me show the hands. Some are. And how many of you feel we need to pay more attention? As much our intellect is with actions all the time, thoughts, words, actions, all the time. But lot more can happen and can be done if we are in awareness of being an angel. I definitely would want to do it more and then see the result. That is definitely different now. That a karma yogi or an angel doing things. So we had been practicing a lot to be a karma yogi, to be detached, to be lovely, to be, uh, different stages connected, to be karmatit from karma yogi. But now Baba had been inspiring us to be in angelic stage. Many ask me, how do we experience avyakt Bapdada in angelic stage, angelic world? I said, it's only when we are angelic that we can connect, we can receive from Baba, we can communicate with Baba. So this practice is very important to be with our angelic Baba. A karma yogi can connect with Brahma Baba in Sakar. Because Brahma Baba in Sakar was constantly with the timetable, with actions. And later on, we did notice what Baba says, be detached and lovely. While listening, he was listening as much necessary. He was talking as much as necessary. There was a lot less physical action, but more was through drishti, like sharing light and might, sharing love, but in an angelic form. So to remain connected, we also have to start paying more attention of creating awareness and then acting as an angel. It's very fascinating, and I'm sure that lot more Baba's task, lot more souls can be served. Now we serve and result is very limited, right? We are happy because at least we are successful. But if we do it as angel, so all of us have to have this pure thought, determined thought that I want to be a karma yogi, but from karma yogi now, a angel. That doesn't mean you don't do actions, but in angelic stage. So that's what Baba is giving us homework for tomorrow. And that is like be in your avyakt form, angelic stage. And Baba is describing that angelic stages that there are two ways. One is always think that I live above these five elements, and I come down here to do action. So tomorrow is day of Sadguru Baba. We can practice that I am coming from above to perform actions and be a karma yogi. And as soon as I finish the actions, then I again go up in that incorporeal, angelic, incorporeal and angelic stage. It's very interesting that detached, I feel, for angel is really first detached from the body. When we are detached from body, then our wings of angel, our body of angel. You all have heard that Brahma Baba, whether he was lying down or he was in action or he was walking outside even, people will just stop to see him because his face looked very, very smiling, happy. And even if he's seeing, people will feel it's a different kind of drishti. So we give drishti right now. We share drishti, but let's do it in an angelic way. What is angelic drishti? Angelic, Baba says, attitude. I think there will be not only a lot of joy for us inside, but our achievements also will be different. I am talking but getting fascinated and thinking if we can do that, maybe even little bit of that tomorrow. That while being karma yogi, awareness of being an angel. So that means whether you're giving bhog or toli or something, your drishti will be angelic drishti. And angelic drishti has lot of attraction, has completely different feelings. So it's very, very important that we practice this and see that how one feels as an angel, how one acts as an angel, one acts. And I think if I do it like Baba said, why I became avyakt, so that you children can be sustained and served. So same is our sustenance and service as in an angelic stage will definitely be different, and it's for us, we should practice, serve in that stage and see the joy which we feel, the presence of Avyakt Baba, communication with him, everything will definitely improve, increase, and there will be more contentment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi, or should we say
Om
angelic Didi?
An angelic Didi.
I think we should all call each other angels. Greetings to you. Greetings to Avyakti Parvar. It's been so long. It's always wonderful to come. So this month is about Karma Yogi. And I will be honest, I feel that since Avyakti Parvar started, you have been taking this theme all the time of Karma Yogi, because you have always been interested in integration, always been encouraging us to practice. I feel like this is the month that highlights what you've always been drawing our attention to. And every day we get a different focus. But for me, it's really starting to feel, especially with Mama's Month and yourself as well, that a Karma Yogi is, spiritually speaking, a model for God. That this spiritual grace, this way of moving through the world, reveals the designer, the creator, that Baba really wants us to model spirituality to other souls, walk the talk, Do you feel that there is a connection between Karma Yogi being this model and revelation of the Father?
One of the main tasks of Baba is establishment or creation. Sometimes we forget that we are the sapling and we are the foundation. And as you said, we are the role model for everyone about what God is doing, what God is making us, and how we will be in golden age. So when we move around or talk, I don't think we have that much awareness. But if we have, you are true, and I agree with you that we are the role model for what God's creation is like. Of course, people see our generosity, they feel our love, but it has to be more powerful. It has to be more, stay longer in that awareness. So I think it's almost like being an angel, no? Because we are becoming deity from angel. Brahmin so angel and angel so deity. So as much why I was repeating it, because I was kind of trying to see, to invoke that, to experience that, and share with others with those feelings. Could really do fascinating job. Doesn't mean we are not karma yogi, but while being karma yogi, be more and more angelic.
Beautiful. The reason I also think of it as a role model or a model is because I've always felt Baba's very beautiful, and it's very difficult, he's incorporeal, to reveal his beauty to others. Is a bit frustrating because he's incorporeal. How souls can be so naturally touched by his beauty, his purity through us
Mm.
is, I think, something I
Very,
think about.
very good point. Yeah.
So may I, before we come a little more into Karma Yoga, may I take up a couple of points from the Murli today with you? Is that okay?
Sure.
So the first one, well, just the main one, this idea of stealing and concealing. And it feels like Baba's really addressing the hunger in every soul for that self-worth. So there is gross forms of stealing and concealing. I'm going to assume most Brahmins are not doing that. Are there other subtle forms that Baba was suggesting we need to give attention to of stealing and concealing or lying or greed or any of this?
It could be, I feel, let's say if, it's a big family, and so there are certain systems, right? If I want Toli, I can go to Toli department, but I don't need to steal it, right? I can go and get it. What happens that one time at one of the center, or must be often, somebody, there were 10 people coming. So this sister kept only 10. Maybe that much at that time they could afford. Now we can make 50 even if it's 10. So there was other sister. She saw that Toli and she was tempted, so ate one. So when people came, she found only 9 Toli. Now what to do at that time? She couldn't get for one. So anyway, she gave that person the fruit. But she must have somewhere shared and Baba heard. And Baba said, so it's not question of not taking Toli, not getting Toli, but it's more question of, let's say if you have pack of Morleys, right? And I need Morley, I go and take one. And then somebody asks you, and you keep looking for Morley, there is no Morley there. If I would have just said, can I get Morley to read, right? This is what I do always. I never just go and take anything. I will always say, can I use this? Or you give me this? Or It's also it's a very royal way of working together. As I said, a piece of toli really is not a big thing, but it's the very subtle sanskars of some people always taking, why I have to go through you? Why I have to get through you? But that's your department, that's your duty, so I must ask you so that you are aware that this is what I have taken. I think that if we call it either family, in family also, if we are four of us, we cook food. Everyone takes their share. One time, one sister came and she was from a different, everyone has upbringing in the family in a different way. So she will come and she will eat as much she wants. That's no problem. Everyone has to eat enough, right, to satisfy. But so we had to cook again because she ate a lot of out of proportion. So one day we asked her why you rush into the food. She said we were 8 brothers and sisters.
Mhm.
So my mother will cook a big pot and put in the table. Eat as quickly as much you want. So we have habit of just taking lot of food so that I get enough share. So she said, I noticed that you all eat and you keep until the last person, because I know at that time Kalaban was the last one, used to come from work. So we will always keep food for her. But we realize that a lot of sanskars, maybe from the where you are brought, the way you are taught, and the way you have understood life, our habits are based on that. But when we come to godly family, some disciplines are important because it's a big family. Then also because it's an organization, so you need to be really well set for everything. So I remember that we used to be told by dadis all these things, and it was very good to learn. And that has become like our value now. My norm is, even if I am authority, I am in charge, I can do anything I want, but no, I do because I know as I do, others will do too. We always remember that. But if I say, no, I'm the master, so let me do whatever I want. So I'm showing others you can do that too. So lot of things are the way you do things, what actions you do. And don't forget there are many others who will follow that. And let's say if everyone does that, what will happen? It will be like chaos, no? Nobody will know anything. So it's also in Yagya there are certain ways and certain systems. Otherwise, I was also thinking people might think, oh, you can't get this, you can. But everyone keeps aim that everyone gets everything enough, everything, not only food, but enough space, enough dress, everything enough. The Yagya provides us everything. Yeah.
No, I felt especially in the story you shared, I did feel a lot of Baba's mercy that he knows that we're coming with these subtle sanskars, but also that they in some ways are taking away from our royalty. And rather than the taking in the Murli, it also focused a lot on giving. There was a lot about service. And there was a section that souls were a little bit concerned about where he talked about comparing the service I am doing with someone else, and almost it sounded like competing. So, can you give a little unpacking of what Baba was communicating in that point of the Murli when he says, compare yourself with others? Am I racing ahead of others in the service I do? All of this kind of thing.
I have seen many souls, they like pizza, right? Let me just shortly then come to other part. So they eat and then they take a foil paper and wrap two pieces. But there are many others, right, who have yet to eat. So when everyone has eaten, when it finishes, it has to be given, it has to be eaten, so it can be respectfully shared. Anything I'm talking of, whatever. But also this liking, taste. What is pulling you is taste. So you are under control at this time of organ of lung, tongue or stomach. So it's like you are subservient at that time. And Baba wants us to be like masters. Yeah, it's something master means, oh, have all authority. Master really means I am self-sovereign. I have control over my senses. I think that it's more like in a royal way, but also complete control over your senses and sense organ. That means it doesn't deceive you. And when it deceives you, then you are in greed. And that is where stealing or canceling or, hiding things and all that happen. So I think that it's good that Baba brought up. It came in the morning because a lot of people will have attention on that we shouldn't. I don't see that much, but still, yes, it's there. It could be with anyone at any time, actually. It might not be new and suddenly sanskar can emerge. So when Baba said it, it draws our attention of that no greed, no attachment, or no hide and seek kind of things.
Didi, is it possible that if the senses are pulling the way that you're saying, that I'm not being fully satisfied through super sensuous? Is that why the senses are still pulling, that I'm not fully getting what I need from Baba?
Yeah, definitely means if there are no attainment, not all attainments, then something will definitely pull you. That is why Baba says image of all attainments. So when we have all attainments, we will not be pulled. Do you ever have experienced any pull of any kind? I'm not talking about food, but it
Yeah.
it could be a human being. You want to spend longer time.
Yeah. Your
Baba,
question, yeah, is really reminding me of Sunday's Murli about company and companion. It's reminding me a lot. I would definitely say less and less. I can't think of an example right now, but it's definitely has changed dramatically being with Baba, that you feel very, very satisfied in his company. But as you say, things can always come up and surprise.
Dadi Janki used to call it, if you have any weakness and you don't remove, one day it will deceive you.
Yeah.
So we all have to just keep eye on any weakness, and then it shouldn't become like an act, or it shouldn't become, "Oh, I didn't realize my eyes deceived me. I saw something which I shouldn't have." We have to be careful, definitely, whether for ears, for eyes, or hands, or anything. Mhm.
So, to the comparing in service question that Baba brought up, this idea of comparing ourselves to others that he took up in the Murli, can you explain that section of the Murli, what he was trying to encourage?
No, what Baba is saying, yeah, to create enthusiasm,
Mm.
then Baba says, always think I will do more than this. Let me do more than this. So
Mm.
this is not out of competition, or it is not for name and fame, but deeply within, just with lot of love. This is what I will do. I will do more. So it's just like he was encouraging us to remain full of enthusiasm and always think we will do more. We will do more. Sometimes we hear they did one exhibition, we say, oh, we will do more than one. So I think inspiring us to move forward and do more and more.
Mm. That then I have a true confession. That might be a form of stealing that I still do, because so often I get to see what other centers are doing and they're so incredible. And I'll say, I'm going to steal that idea. Is that kind of stealing okay?
Yeah, it should be. Because like I was in USA now, we have created networking in the sense of wings. But when you see the news that, on Environmental Day, oh, in India, they have 100,000 trees planted, or they're doing now this agriculture thing, so you feel that what are the possibilities we can do some of those little things, big things. So you are inspired. No, it's not really copying anyone, but you feel, to me, I start finding out, let's see what could we do more in these countries. It's very easy to do in India. And now, because as soon as new government has come, it's almost same government. So they are going back immediately to centers when they are invited. And so I had been listening to talks of some of the ministers. They are so inspired. They say what government should be doing, they are doing it. And if they're doing it, we should help them to promote it and all that. So I was also thinking where we are at. Can we also do a little bit more, you know, like I always tell centers, just invite 5 doctors or 3 doctors and have a get together, and they will serve more. But somewhere we have to start, and we can't sit just with few people and not any professional, and there has to be like, oh, okay, somewhere we have to start little, and from little it will grow. Baba will help also. Lot of cooperation can come. So I think it's more inspiration than an encouragement.
Beautiful. So coming back to Karma Yogi, and you mentioned this idea of attention, on awareness, on attitudes. And I was thinking about something you just said earlier about Brahma Baba, just trying to see how I can practically increase this attention. And you said that it was noticed he was becoming more essensful physically, like saying less, speaking less, and more spiritually unlimited. Could that help me to pay attention if I am a little more essensful in my thinking, in my speaking, in my activity, more efficient? Could that help me to increase my attention?
Yeah, but also the impact of that, the result of that will definitely be much more. So I think that if we experiment, we can do it tomorrow, pay a little more attention and see when you are giving vogue or whatever you're doing is more in angelic form. And so I think that definitely there is, I don't know, efficiency but definitely there will be some difference, not only in doing it, but maybe tirelessness or still sparkling after long hours of doing, not getting tired. And so it's not only others only, but my own experience can be also better for the day. I will definitely try to pay attention and even while not doing it, still being in that angelic stage. And by the night time, we see how it works.
I was going to say, I know it's the end of my time, but Didi, maybe you can check back with us tomorrow, check in on how the angels are doing, if everyone's okay with that. But I think I speak for everyone coming full circle when we talk about a model for God. I really feel that about you, Didi. You're a beautiful model for God. You inspire us to become models. You know, it's the highest paid profession in the world to be a model for God. So congratulations. But thank you so much for this time. I really enjoyed.
Thank you, Judy. Thank Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Judy Ben. So we'll remember Baba and take drishti from Didi, and just to go through tomorrow's schedule. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we'll be following from Amritwela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then in the evening, 5 to 6, we'll have English Sakar Murli. Together with that, avyakt children Murli class. And then 6 o'clock, Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, then Bhog offering. If anyone who would like to offer Bhog, you can send your request to 516-717-9171. You can text, you can WhatsApp. Then we'll have an English series and a journey. So now let's remember Baba. Make sure your videos are on so that Didi can see you. You can see Didi. And we'll have wonderful experience. Shanti.
अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं, अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं, अव्यक्त हमें बन जाने को, अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं, अव्यक्त हमें बन जाने को, अब व्यक्त भान को तज करके, अब व्यक्त भान को तज करके, अव्यक्त वतन में जाने को, जाने को, अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं, अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं। दीदार विस्तार को आओ सार करें, अशरीरी पल में बन जाए। विस्तार को आओ सार करें, अशरीरी पल में बन जाए। मन सा सेवा करें फरिश्ता बन, मन सा सेवा करे फरिश्ता बन। अब सूक्ष्म वतन आए जाए, तैयार है बाबा आप सबन, तैयार है बाबा आप सबन। हम घर अपने अब जाने को, हम घर अपने अब जाने को। अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं, अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं।
ओम शांति, ओम शांति।